So I left Australia for this. Well, not exactly this, but this is all part of it. What in the fuck was that, you might ask? That is half a day's work of my dehumidifier in one room only. So here I am in Thailand and things are about to change. Now, my name is Matt Fox if you're new here, and my YouTube channel's been quiet for a while now, but I'm coming back and there we go. And I'm coming back in a different way. So this channel, as you might have already figured out, is going to be raw, unedited, daily life stuff of how I relocated from Australia to Thailand, set up my company in the UAE out of Dubai, which I travel to frequently. My life of family, raising two boys, having a wife here, building a house in Thailand, how we went through all of that. Basically, the ups, the downs, the wins, the losses, just raw, unedited, unfiltered, on to my YouTube channel, which you guys are going to be a part of now multiple times a week. Now, when I mean raw and unedited, that's exactly what I mean. If I fuck up, bear with me. I'm just going to keep going, right? That's what it's all about. I'm going to take you on everyday stuff, everything that I get through. As I said, my company's in Dubai, so if you want to know about that, I'm going to be covering that. I've got a men's fashion brand specifically dealing with shorts, so I deal with that. I've got my online coaching business and an app related to health and fitness and wellness. As I said, I'm building a house here. We bought land in Thailand, which is really difficult to do as a foreigner. So if you're interested in that, that's coming up as well. Later on, I'm actually going to go and check out the build. So I'm going to take you along for that. Right now, I'm going to go get my day started. I've already dropped off my youngest to daycare. It's me and him alone for 3 weeks. The other half of the family are over in Europe. My wife is currently with, ongoing chronic health issues. She's just had surgery for one of those issues. So again, that's going to be tied into because we've had to deal with a fucking ton of medical stuff, which is very difficult, whatever country you're in. Thailand, language barrier sometimes, maybe even more so, but we'll get to that as well. So this channel basically is just a shit ton of different stuff, different everyday life stuff, the struggles, the wins, the challenges, me as a dad doing what I'm doing. So come along with me and let's do it. So, like I said, I left Australia because the life I wanted in Australia wasn't there anymore. The cost of living for what you get, the taxes you pay. I read the other day that 120 different taxes are on Australians. 120 different taxes. Are they fucking having a laugh? Anyway, so there was that. It wasn't the environment I wanted my children to grow up in. The woke mind virus has definitely taken over. The stuff they're teaching at government schools, which are no longer schools but more indoctrination centres. Everything that I despised was becoming more and more prevalent in Australia. So we left in 2023 October and we landed in Phuket, Thailand, where we have been obviously ever since. And about a year in, I purchased land. And we have been building for about 6 or 7 months, and as I said later today, I haven't been there for a few days, which is my bad because I should be going there every day at the minute just to keep on top of things. I am going to be going and checking out the house, and I will show you what I've been doing. If you followed me on Instagram, Matty C Fox, then you would have seen some previous updates, but as of here on the YouTube channel, there hasn't been anything. There is going to be more. I'm going to get into my power walk and jog, and I'll show you some of the sites I go as I come across my morning walk. So, why Thailand? Well, this is obviously one of the reasons. Now, it's a cloudy day, but normally, it's pretty blue, turquoise. This is one of the reasons. The beaches, the lifestyle, the sense of freedom, the non-wokeness that is here, the traditional values, the family values. Thailand's also had a special place to me in my heart for a long time. It's where I met my wife, where we got married, where we had been vacationing, and I'm under no illusion that a place that you vacation is completely different than a place you permanently live, but it's still providing more. You know, the cost of living, it's cheaper than Australia, much cheaper with children, and if you wanted to live a nice life, probably not a huge amount cheaper, especially where we live, Phuket, southern Phuket, Rawai, Nai Han. It's, by Thai standards, one of the most expensive, and by Western standards, it's still not cheap anymore if you want to live nicely. And with 2 kids, you know, we don't want to rough it. If it was me and my wife, I'd stay in a fucking single room studio, you know, and nothing else. But it's a little bit different when you got kids, and that's why we're building the house. Is it a place for long term? I'm not so sure. In terms of, when I say long term, we've already been here 2 years, coming up to 2 years. Is it a 10-year thing? Potentially not with the kids as they get older, unless things rapidly change. My wife's health issues, maybe not the best here due to climate. I'll get into that on another time, but climate greatly impacts it, and the lack of support as well, family, friends, things like that to help her. I'm pretty sweet just rolling by myself with a close mate or two. I've got a lot to keep me busy. But overall, that's why Thailand was the first choice. It was a center point between here and Sweden. Business based in Dubai, my wife's Swedish, and I get to walk up views like this every morning. Because for the past 2 months, I haven't been training. I had a septo and rhinoplasty. My nose has been fucked for about 15 years. And I finally got it fixed. I bit the bullet after the hair transplant, my broken foot last year. So the past 18 months, I've had probably about close to a year off training consistently. But that's all about to change. But building the habit up and maintaining my fitness has been through walking, daily walking. This is my view. As I said, I get to this and try and get to this each and every day, specifically morning if I can, to start my day. And it's maintained a good fitness level. This is my first week back training, obviously starting slow, but again, this channel is going to be everything. So it's going to bring in the workouts, it's going to bring in daily life, it's going to bring in, you know, my thoughts. From up here, sometimes I'll bring you up here, but that's what it's going to be about, and I'm going to bring you in on the journey. So I'll see you at the next location. Got back from the walk, and I do that fasted. So as I said, there's going to be a little bit of fitness, a little bit of health in this, just everything raw, as you've probably already experienced. But just bear with me. I'm going to improve as I do this, but I'm also not going to bullshit you too. And I'm not going to have a fancy production team. I'm not going to do anything. This is just going to be real life. A dad, a normal dude, who's relocated his family to the other side of the world, who does his morning walk to freshen his mind, comes home for his morning smoothie, which consists of some frozen blueberries, some frozen banana, because it just makes it so good and creamy, some coconut milk here, some coconut water. I throw in some flax seeds as well. And then I get some protein powder. Now I'm just using some brand I bought here locally, protein. There's nothing sponsored. You don't even need to, who even cares what it is, I guess. But if you're interested, it's just a protein whey isolate, vanilla. I go 1 1/4 scoops, gets me about 30 something grams of protein. So we're gonna do that, whip this bad boy up, and then I get into the computer. Would you have, I was going to pick this up back at the desk, but would you have a look at this? The more I do this, the more I just blend with absolute perfection. Thick, creamy goodness. That's first meal of the day. Let's get to the desk. So my desk, now this is where I spend many, many hours of my day. I've done my morning walk, dropped my son off, because I've got 2 sons, but I dropped my son off because the other son's overseas at daycare. I've been to the doctor this morning, blood test results, which I do every 3-4 months. Morning walk, as I said, morning smoothie. Now I'm at the desk. Now this is what goes on. I go through emails, I go through client programming, I look at all of that. I follow up. I do everything for my business. Now, how do I make money while I'm in Thailand? Yes, I have online businesses. I can make money anywhere in the world. I do not have a work permit in Thailand, so I am legally not allowed to, work for someone. It's kind of complicated. I'm on a DTV visa, which means that I've got 5 years in Thailand. Every 6 months I have to leave the country and come back in, which works fine because I am a UAE resident, and to maintain residency I have to be back there every 6 months. I am back there more often than that anyway, but basically this new visa, which only came out I think late last year or early 25, allows someone that is employed by a foreign company to be in Thailand. It's probably the best visa out there now. I'm not sure how long it'll last because they flip and change a lot when it comes to immigration and those type of rules. But yeah, it gives me 5 years, 180 days at a time. I'm not allowed to do work. Like I can't go work at a cafe. It's not a work permit for, Thai businesses, but I am allowed to do the work that I am doing for my foreign company, which is a company I own. So under that banner, as I said, is the coaching, the online coaching, the social media component of it. There is a clothing brand, Offshore Beachwear, which is, beachwear, shorts. And there's all different types of things related to that. The whole coaching social media industry has many different tentacles as well. And I'm going to show you all of this more in depth on different videos. We'll go into specifics on some things, but this is being my first video. I'm giving you a bit of a day in the life of just what I do most days and everything that goes on. So I'm going to get stuck into some client programming, and I will pick it back up at the next location on my everyday life. So this is the space I use at the gym here. Which is an indoor-outdoor. I mean, it's indoor because it's got a roof, but it doesn't have walls behind me. Calisthenics, functional kind of setup, which is right up my alley. Sled push, rings, bars, kettlebells, dumbbells, boxes. I just arrived. I'm going to get into it, and I'm going to show you snippets of what I do. So keep watching. I should also say this, that yes, I do train at home, yes, I do train outside, but I also like a space like this where I can escape home because I work from home. Sometimes it's nice just to get outside or get to somewhere different and train. In saying that, it's still, I don't have fancy machines. I might have the salt bike behind me, the rower, but I still just use, the kettlebells, the dumbbells, the pull-up bar. So warm up now. And another thing, I train for about 45 to 50 minutes, sometimes an hour. I listen to the same song on repeat at the moment at the same time. That's fucking a bit weird, isn't it? Is it weird? Are you doing that? Anyway, warm up. 8 scapular pull-ups, 10 goblet squats, 30 seconds on the assault bike, 2 rounds through. You don't need to see it all, but you can get the gist. Forgot the weight, so body weight squats. So I'll stop this after the second round, because as if you give a shit about watching 2 rounds of this. And it's not a whole workout video, it's just pieces of everything I do. So 30 seconds here. Remember I did that walk/jog earlier, so I'm not rolling out of bed and doing this. And my warm-up doesn't need to be massive, just needs to cover the entire body. A little bit of mobility that I did off camera for about 3 minutes. Alright, one more round and then I'll get into the warm-up. So what we're doing, as I said, I'm not going to go into a heap of fitness, but I have changed my training. It can't go into 100%. I am not thrashing myself every session like I used to a year ago, 18 months ago, because of multiple injuries and everything. I just got to build the strength back up. So I'm going to go superset of dumbbell Romanian deadlift into a push press 6 to 8 reps of each as a superset, because that's like, you know, working more the strength rather than anything else. Set 1 of 5. As I said, I'm not going to cover this whole thing. It'll bore the fuck out of you really. But I'll let you know what I'm doing next when I change. And then from here I think I'm going to rip around to the house and check out the renovation. Well, it's not even a renovation, it's a complete build. And check out the build progress and show you that and find out what mistake they've made today that I need to correct. This is Thailand. Alright, component 2, not bad for first week back. I'm going to be pulling 20 kilos on weighted chin-ups for 6 to 8 reps, supersetting with 8 reps on either side of Bulgarian split squats. Right there. 20 kilo dumbbells in each hand. 4 to 5 rounds. I did 5 rounds of the other one, 4 to 5 rounds of this one, and then a conditioning component to finish. First week back after 2 months of absolutely zilch. Strength is maintained pretty well though. Solid. Again, you can watch the first set. And then who really cares after that, I guess. Seven. 8. Probably keep going. Straight into 8 each leg. Split squats. 20 kilos in each hand. Low baby. Very proud of how my body's held up. 2 months of only walking to being able to do this. Sure, I'm sore as shit the last few days, but I can still do close to my max weights. There's 1 set down, 3 to 4 to go. Catch you back at the conditioning finishing components. Alright gang, this is what's going on for the last finisher. 10 minutes, it's 10-minute EMOM. Odd minute, 10 calories on the rower. Even minute, 40 kilogram sandbag to shoulder, alternating shoulders for a total of 10 reps. I'm not going to film this because this is not a workout vlog or fitness fucking video or instruction. I'm just going to get it done and then I'm going to shoot off, bring you with me to check out the land and the house build. Alright, so on the way to the pad, finished the training session. You can see me now zooming. I won't take the whole way there with me because this is not overly safe, driving one-handed, the other hand filming. But next time you see me, I'll be out the front in Castle Fox in a couple of minutes. Are you ready for it? Here it is. Here we go. Now, let's go through a little walkthrough and I'm going to take you through each room. So here we go. Double garage, which has got a double as the gym. Not sure I can walk in through everywhere. There we go. So this is probably my favourite bit, this huge void. I'm going to have the kitchen in here, butler's pantry. There's going to be a bar. Well, not going to be, this is going to be the bar. Laundry in there, mud room. I'm not sure if I can get up there right now. Come out here. We've got the outdoor patio, pool. It's going to be another living room. TV there in the corner, sliding glass doors. Got a pool storage room outside. This is going to be a window here though. And then we got guest room number 2. We'll call that guest room 1. Here, both have en-suites. And then I'm not thinking I can get up there today, so I'm going to take you next time, but obviously there's a master bedroom with a walk-in robe up there, outdoor balcony there, kids kind of cinema room, TV room there, another bedroom for my youngest, a bathroom there, and then up here there's another bedroom, and then there's a big arch way up there where you can sit and chill, which matches the arch here at the front door. So as I said, this channel isn't just about fitness anymore. It is about everything. Relocating to Thailand, my life in Thailand with my family, my business in the UAE and Dubai, entrepreneurship, the fitness, the health, the dad life, the family life. So follow along for more. You'll notice that I'm not Matt Fox Coach on YouTube anymore. It's Matt Fox Life. So that's what you're in for. Catch you next video.